results right now.
Yeah. In fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's James, and he lays that one in. James has got 17 points here in the second half.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Butler goes in, and some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Snell, no good.
And they needed that hoop to try to stop this run.
They just seem to keep coming up empty. They've got to slow it down and get a good shot.
His work in the offensive end is phenomenal. Season #1, they're ahead.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Well, the way Wade played early on his career, guys, how aggressively he attacked the rim and sacrificed his body, you knew that kind of play style would not last. So, Steve, it looks like maybe he's adjusted.
Yeah, I would agree with that, Kevin. He's become more cerebral. He's also, you know, in terms of attacking the rim, it doesn't happen as frequently, but he picks his spots.
Disco check in for the ball.
He answers.
1:36 left in the third quarter.
And with Wade still getting to the hoop, you know, a lot of it, as you said, comes from his ability to keep defenders guessing with that really remarkable pump fake. I don't know if I've seen a player, certainly in the last 20 years, master the pump fake the way Dwayne Wade has. It's hard not to go for it.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kevin, Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau worked with Clippers coach Doc Rivers in Boston for many years, and they remain close friends, often sharing notes. Rivers said of Thibodeau, "He's the best mind I've ever been around. People keep expecting them to fall, but he holds them together. It's his system, but it's more just his way. He simply doesn't relent, Kevin."
He makes his players believe, Doris. That's something they both share in common. Thank you. Here's Chalmers. Good, and it's Bosch picking up the assist. Chalmers has got 5 points in the quarter.
And Wade really has one of the best pump fakes in the game right now. Perhaps one of the best in league history. Defenders keep biting on it, even knowing how he likes to get in the lane.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Now here's Granger. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. It's tipped. Out of bounds, Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession. Ennis, he's checked in for Miami.
19 seconds on the shot clock. 19. In for your Heat, James Ennis.
There's a good screen. And there's the call on Bosch. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's McDermott. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Three-pointer, Butler. Chris Bosch with the rebound. Bosch has got 3 rebounds now in this one. No one near James as he lets it go. No good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Heat out front as they wrap up the third quarter on a 20-6 run. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
How about the creativity, guys? Terrific vision to pick out that pass and set up the basket.
Some serious creativity on the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. The forward combination of Dunleavy and Gibson, D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the backcourt, and it's Gasol at the center. And here again, the Heat in transition. Up the court they go. And the basket by Nephew. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
Rose, no good.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Well, if you're doing enough good things and you're maintaining at least a slight edge on the boards, you're usually going to be in pretty good shape.
Here is Rose after Danny Granger's bucket. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Granger leading the charge. The big dunk at the end of the break.
You know, for a guy his size, he doesn't play above the rim very often like he did on that slam.
Still got some power behind him, though.
Yeah, I mean, you let him get in close like that, he'll throw one down hard on you.
Now here's Rose, following the miss by Danny Granger. Back to Rose. Left side, Butler. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. 33 points for Derrick Rose. And the Heat call time here. The Heat came into last season looking to three-peat. Anything less would have been a disappointment.
Yeah, well, you could see that they were focusing on the playoffs last year. The Bobcats didn't really stand a chance in round one. It was easy pickings for the Heat.
The Heat making a switch here. Wade's checked in. Anderson outside. Cole the pass to Granger. Wade from outside. Here's McRoberts. And there's the smack to finish it off. Absolutely, Clark.
Yeah, but come on, Kevin. The defense can't let that happen.
I hope they let it happen more. It's fun to watch that guy fly.
Just a gift, 2 points. That's awful.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Look at NBA defenses now. More and more, they're designed to deny points in the paint and three-pointers and concede long twos. That's the impact of analytics because the numbers indicate the long two is the lowest percentage shot to take.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And you know, it seems players are starting to avoid those long twos early in the shot clock.
Yeah, and especially the elite scorers, you know, becoming much more conscious about their shot selection. Last season, the top 5 scorers were more efficient than at any time since the ABA-NBA merger almost 4 decades ago.
Take a look at what Butler's done. 13 points and 4 assists.
And Chicago shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Rose against Wade. Lets it go from 11. Cole with the rebound.
Really good work defensively. This coach has to be happy with his team.
Yeah, forcing that miss right there. Great effort.
And it's Wade again missing. Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And it's Rose penetrating, and the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul.
What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
Wade outside. Launches a 3. Good.
You know, their three-point shooting since that time is about as good as you could possibly ask for, guys.
Now's the time to put the pedal to the metal, boys. Keep firing those deep balls and build that lead up.
And here is Butler after Dwayne Wade hitting the 3. And again, Chicago, no good.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Oh! From D-Wade.
And turnovers, Clark and Steve have been the issue for him.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Why does it always come back to food, Clark?
I tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
Another miss by Wade.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Shot left block. Rose, no good.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
It's Anderson with the drive.
You know, there are around 150 current NBA players with D-League experience. The developmental league, which started back in 2001, 8 teams, now has 18. The structure has changed a little bit over the years, but I think you have to say that the D-League has become a big success for the NBA.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Josh McRoberts. Williams comes in for Danny Granger. And it's Napier in for Norris Cole. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Mirotic is checked in for Gasol. McDermott comes in for Dunleavy. Tony Snell's checked in for Jimmy Butler. It's Heinrich in for Rose.
And, you know, this season, the Knicks, the Pistons, and the Magic acquiring single affiliation with D-League teams, and that seems to be a trend. The Knicks and Pistons moving them close to White Plains, New York, and Grand Rapids, Michigan, respectively. Looking to develop players within their system and get them back and forth quickly from their D-League assignments. Makes sense and looks to be moving towards more of the Major League Baseball model.
Here's Napier. And the Heat, another three.
So that puts the nail in the coffin.
A clinic in terms of how to play with the lead right there.
Here's Heinrich. No good with the layup. And of the 18 D-League teams, 15 are in single affiliation, Steve, with one NBA team. About half of those owned outright by their parent ball club.
Well, it's moving in that direction, Kevin, a place to develop talent and test out new methods. Wouldn't surprise me at all to see every NBA team with their own D-League affiliate before long. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating performance for the Heat.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
They sure did, Kevin. Every time they left the man open deep, he'd get a good look at the basket, and they didn't hesitate, and the aggressiveness paid off.
And you have to look back at this and see what a huge game it's been for LeBron James. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do anything, really, to stop him. You know, offensively, his quarter has been perfect. Not a single missed shot. They got to keep riding him.
Pass to Wade for three. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. It's stolen by Haslam. So the wing on the left. Napier kicks to Wade. Fires top of the key. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Snell. And a great assist by Heinrich as that one goes in.
Well, their offense has kicked into gear, but seems to have arrived a little bit too late.
And as a coach, that can really be frustrating. I mean, your guys were stumbling along for most of the game, and now, when it's basically over, they finally decide to come alive.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
A very solid performance in a lot of areas for them.
Here's Snell. He buries it. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play, they showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Dwayne, you had a huge impact on the boards tonight. Was that something you tried to do?
Yeah, Coach told me to rebound. I've been trying to rebound lately, so just trying to get down there and help our big guys out.
You did exactly that, Dwayne. Thank you. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.